Hi, my name is James Shepard, and today I want to talk to you about removing 3 barriers to success. No matter what you're trying to accomplish, you're going to have 3 barriers to success. You're going to have other people, yourself, and circumstances. Other people, yourself, and circumstances. So let's talk about how to remove each of those barriers to success. Number 1, other people and their opinions. Other people and their opinions. If you want to try to accomplish something extraordinary, something above average, something that isn't normal, then you need to understand that people who are not like that are not going to fully understand what you're trying to accomplish. They're not going to agree with what you're trying to accomplish, and they're going to try to shoot you down with their opinions. And there's 2 things I would tell you about that. First and most importantly, understand that those people probably love you the most, care about you the most, and are trying to help you. And so you don't need to be angry at them. You don't need to be upset at your brother or your mom or your uncle who tell you that trying to start a business is crazy or quitting your job is insane. You don't need to be angry with them. You don't need to be upset with them. You just need to ignore them. Why? Because if you want to accomplish something, you have to do something unusual, okay? Now, once you get started though, guess what? You have another barrier just as big as other people and their opinion. In my opinion, I think it's even a bigger barrier, and that is yourself. See, it's easy to say, yeah, ignore all these people that tell you you can't do it. It's easy to say that. What's not easy to do is to prove them wrong by getting your butt out of bed and going to work. What's harder to do is to prove that you are the kind of person that can build a business, that you are the kind of person that can build a legitimate income stream, that you are the kind of person that can turn Netflix off, get up, and go out and do work. So you have to overcome the barrier of yourself. And many times this barrier that we have in ourselves is because of our expectations that we have for ourselves. You think that you're going to get out in the field today and you should make 3 sales. You should make 4 sales today, okay? You have these really high expectations. You need to lower your expectations to the ground level. Your expectations for yourself should be work. I believe one of the number 1 reasons that people get into business and quit is that their expectations for themselves on a daily basis is way too high. They have all these really high expectations. You need to treat your business like a job and it will pay you like a business. Okay? If you treat it like, oh, I'm my own boss. I can do whatever I want to do and I'm going to get out there and make all these sales. No. If you're in business, if you quit a job to go into business to sell merchants or to do whatever it is you're doing, let me give you some really good advice. Okay? Here's some good advice. Are you ready? This is probably the best advice you're ever going to get about starting a business and being successful. Get to work by 9 a.m. Don't stop work until 5 p.m. and in the middle, work really hard. That's it. Just work really hard from 9 to 5. You hear all these people, you hear Gary Vaynerchuk on YouTube talking about, if you don't work, 97 hours a week, you can't be successful. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, okay? Yes, if you want to be a billionaire, maybe you got to put in a little bit more effort. But if you want to build a successful business, you do have to get to work by 9 a.m. and you can't quit before 5 p.m., okay? Now, after that, if you want to put in some extra hours, maybe your ambition level is a little bit higher. There's a reason that I work from 9 to 5, go home, and then work for another 2 or 3 hours a lot of nights. Why do I do that? Because my ambition level is a little bit higher. I want to accomplish a little bit more. But if you just want to build a successful business and make a lot of money, you can absolutely do that from 9 to 5, but it's got to be 9 to 5, okay? No distractions, 9 to 5. Get up, get to work, go home, work hard in the middle, and make sure, again, going back to barrier number 1, make sure these people that are in your life who love you and care about you, make sure they understand that you have these constraints. You work from 9 to 5, okay? My wife Christina knows that I work from 9 to 5. I can take days off just like any other job. I can take a sick day if I get sick. We have vacation time, but I'm not taking 3 months of vacation every year. I'm not taking off 2-3 days a week. No, like I'm working a job. I come to work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. I work. That's what I do. Like I have a job. I have a business. And even though I'm the boss, I still come to work and I work hard. And so you got to get to work. So overcome the barrier of other people and their opinions by ignoring them. Then overcome the barrier of yourself by proving those people wrong and saying, no, I'm actually going to put the work in. I'm going to get to work by 9. I'm going to leave no earlier than 5. And in the middle, I'm going to work really, really hard. And then number 3 is overcome the barrier of circumstances. When I say overcoming the barrier of circumstances, really, I think I could reframe that to say overcome the barrier of distractions. You need to understand what is important and what is not important. And what will happen is every day you're going to have 3 or 4 very unimportant things that are going to end up taking priority over the really, really important things long term. Things that are urgent are not always important. In fact, things that are urgent are rarely important. And as an entrepreneur, you have to be just as good at ignoring urgent tasks as you are at ignoring negative opinions. These tasks, it's unbelievable when I talk to reps and I'm like, hey, what's going on? You said you were going to be out in the field. You're not out in the field. What's going on? Well, I don't have business cards yet. Okay. Or do you have your computer? Yeah. Okay, good. Go to staples.com. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that when we get off the call. No. Right now, go to staples.com. Pick a design that you like. Good. You have a phone number? Put it on there. You have an email address? Put it on there. Now click order. Okay, done. Now what else do you need? Right? Get out in the field. Get your work done. Well, I can't today because my dog, I think I need to take my dog to a checkup. Take your dog to a checkup next year, okay? I'm sorry, but you gotta work. Some of it's literally your electric bill is late, you can't pay your mortgage, and instead of selling today, you're gonna take your dog to a checkup at the vet. That's ridiculous. My favorite show just got released on Netflix. Who cares? You've got to get to work. So don't let circumstances get in your way. You've got to remove those. So what are the circumstances? Right now, you think about, whatever time you're listening to this or watching this, think about right now, at this moment, right now, why aren't you working? Why not? Is it a person? Is there somebody that keeps saying, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this? You need to have a serious conversation with that person. And if they care about you and if they love you, then they're going to support you and they're going to support what you're trying to accomplish in your mission. And so you need to have a honest communication with that individual. Or is it yourself? Are you just being lazy? No one's standing in your way except for yourself. Your laziness, okay? Get out and do something, work, or go get a job. I tell a lot of people that. Literally, if you are the barrier to your own success because you don't have the discipline to do it, that doesn't make you a bad person any more than the people I described a little bit ago that were the normal people that are holding you back. It's not that they're bad people at all. It's just that they thrive, they have a strength where they do better in structured environments. So maybe you need a structured environment to be successful. Great. Go get a structured environment. There's a lot of them. They're called jobs. And you can move up in a job and make a lot of money there too. So go get a job. But if you want to be successful on your own as a business person, as an entrepreneur, then that means you have to provide the structure for yourself. So overcome that barrier. Or is it a circumstance? Are you like, no, I'm motivated, I'm getting up, I'm going to go to work tomorrow, but before I do, I just got to run over to the grocery store real quick and pick up milk and eggs tomorrow. No, you do not. You're working. Think about it. What kind of a job can you get right now? What if one of my employees came to me right now and said, James, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but I really need to go to the grocery store and get milk and eggs and bread and take that home to my wife or my husband before I come back to work. Are you kidding me? I'd be like, go ahead, that's fine, then you're fired, so don't bother coming back tomorrow. What are you talking about? This is a job. Go to work. I don't care about your, extracurricular nonsense. Get to work. This is a job. Do that after 5. Do that before 9. But 9 to 5, you come to work and you work. Look at your business like that. Start thinking about your business like a job and go to work. Hopefully, this will motivate you to actually be able to do an amazing thing, which is make more money, because that's why you did this in the first place. My name is James Shepard. Have an awesome day.